Aloha, y'all. It is Friday, Freya's Day, named after Freya or Frigg, the Venus Hera kind of combo, equivalent of the Nordic pantheon. It is therefore, it's a Venus ruled day, Friday, just esoterically, so you know. So the cards I've pulled, which I'll get into in a second, are the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and a Friday Fairy Oracle wild card is going to be the Bright Mother. I'm not going to read all the astrology. The Sun is in Taurus, the Moon is in Libra. Those are both Venus ruled things. I'll reference the astrology as we go. But yeah, a lot of Friday Venus ruled, Sun, Moon, and Venus rulerships. A lot of Venus energy coming in hot at the moment. So if you are an air sign, if you're a Gemini, myself, a double Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, you're a sword. You're the mind, right? And everybody has a mind and is a sword at some level, but air signs hold this suit the hardest. So, the Ace of Swords, the beginning of the suit, the beginning of a new thing, right? Opportunity to hone your highest intellect, learn new ways to reach your true potential, and embodying a powerful philosophy. On page 122, the Ace of Swords, I live through my highest value. Very Sun in Taurus, Moon in Libra. The time has arrived for a significant breakthrough. Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, trining Uranus in Taurus. The creation of a conscious, intentional space in which to have a powerful insight. Conscious understanding brought to a particular issue is expanded with a clear, unique thought or a new inner voice. And especially with Mercury in Aries conjunct Chiron in Aries, we can really break through our shadows and our hurts and hang-ups. The result is rejuvenating, a fresh new beginning or approach to life with a renewed vision of your purpose. Jupiter and Gemini, new ideas, the new, mentally. In this artwork, a sword is seen floating in the space of pure potential, beyond a golden circle through which the matrix of life is seen. This ancient Celtic blade, weathered by time and circumstance, like Excalibur, points upwards, intersecting the sacred geometry of Metatron's cube. Its field of high vibrational frequencies ripple out through creation. The sword, which represents intelligence, appears to sever the umbilical cord that joins the golden fetuses floating in the distance, streaked in the dancing filaments of light. Male and female ancestral lines of limited being in the world are being severed. Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, right? Trining Uranus and Taurus. We're cutting the cultural baggage and the values and ways of being in the world. We're radically revolutionizing them and cutting what doesn't work anymore, tossing it overboard. The Ace of Swords calls upon you to cut away anything that does not move you towards your highest potential and service in the world. It invites the birth and collaboration of all your intelligences, Jupiter and Gemini, Moon and Libra, Pluto and Aquarius retrograde, so you can live into the full force field of your life. Advanced brain mapping technologies can visually illustrate the different types of intelligence, overturning the long-held notion of innate preferences for left and right brain intelligence. It's more holistic than just like your yin or your yang. It's like your yin yang. For instance, the theory of multiple intelligences aims to broaden the definition so it reflects the many ways people think, learn, and act. This is a different way of thought than unified general intelligence or IQs. Take a contemporary dancer, for example. Their agility, skill, strength, and precision could be said to have a combination of bodily, kinesthetic, and visual spatial intelligence. This card indicates an opportunity for powerful focus. Hone all of your intelligences, Moon and Libra, Jupiter and Gemini, all the things, in the spirit of great teamwork, Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, to work towards a vision of yourself, realizing your highest potential flow and radiance. North Node in Pisces conjunct Saturn. Like we can become the highest versions of ourselves right now. Mercury conjunct Chiron in Aries, right? Neptune conjunct Venus in Aries. Like move forward as a self the best you can. Refine yourself like diamonds. It's heat and pressure that makes the sharp diamond, right? And I should say that Mars in Leo, our actions are opposite Pluto and Aquarius retrograde. So it's like how you want to be in the world has to be brought into account with what operating systems collectively you're dealing with. We're having a real wake up call right now, personally and collectively. So this is calling upon us or it's indicating a powerful focus. Hone all your intelligences in the spirit of great teamwork towards a vision of yourself, realizing the highest potential flow and radiance. Consider fresh ways of understanding, organizing, articulating, and expressing your sense of purpose. You can achieve anything you desire. So opportunity to hone your highest intellect, learn new ways to reach your true potential, and embodying a powerful philosophy. How beautiful. And the clarifying card is the Ten of Cups. This is one of the most lavishly succulent cards there is in the tarot. If you're a water sign, you're a cup. It's the feels, it's the flow, it's the emotions, the waters of creation. And tens are the completion. So we've got the beginning of new thinking with the completion of the emotional journey, right? The 10 of cups on page 160. And I should say, if you're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you're a cup, though we all have emotions. Page 160, I experienced the joy of loving connection, right? Sun and Taurus, Moon and Libra, loving connection. I experience it and I love it. Crafting a legacy, ultimate contentedness, creating long-lasting bonds with those you call family. So that's a beautiful thing. The wild card for the day is coming from Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle deck. He did the dark crystal art, for example. And yeah, it's the wild card. It's Friday. So Friday Fairy. See the alliteration there. This is number 16, the Bright Mother, on page 82. And I mentioned the numbers in case there's a numerological sync for you. And this is some Sun and Taurus, Moon and Libra looking stuffs. The Bright Mother, creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. She is the Bright Mother of us all and knows that life, all life, is a miracle. The Bright Mother is constantly amazed at its perfection in imperfection. How Jupiter and Gemini, the paradox. She rejoices in its being, sorrows for its growing pains, and exults in its successes. This great lady is both Earth Mother and the full bright moon, pregnant with the future of all growing things, and it's about to be a full moon in Scorpio. She feeds us and provides us with air, water, and shelter in an amazing complex world. She sees to it that we are challenged enough to grow, but not so much as to be overwhelmed. God gives us what we can handle, right? If we want more challenges than she provides, we have to give them to ourselves. And with Mercury conjunct Chiron and Aries, we have the capacity to see how we're kind of hanging ourselves with our own rope, kind of thing. The Bright Mother is the guardian of family life, and she creates and holds a nurturing environment for us all. She is the garden where vegetables, fruits, and herbs grow. Thus she sees and holds the mysteries and ordinary processes of daily life, the bees making honey, the cream turning to butter, the birth of a baby and its growth, the blossom turning to fruit, and the wheat ripening. This lady has loving patience for natural processes, however slow. Sun and Taurus, Moon and Libra. Her commitment to us is for life, her eternal life, not our ephemeral in the flesh lives. North Node in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, conjunct that. It's like the true, the highest truth of spiritual truth. She is present in all of our deep and committed relationships, facilitating, nurturing, loving, creativity, and giving. 10 of Cups right there. She fosters within us the kind of security that gives us the inner stability we need to explore and adventure out in the world and within our own psyches. Mars opposite Pluto. Retrograding Pluto in Aquarius, Mars and Leo. It's like, be yourself, but it's not always going to be easy. The kids on the playground might not like you, but you still have to shine. She reminds us that there are times when we must put others first because their need is so great, but that in doing so we must not lose sight of our own needs. People tend to project their own experiences with Mother and mothering on her. Sometimes that helps us to see her with more clarity, but often it creates muddle. Not all mothers are good and wise. The Bright Mother is. Each time we perform a compassionate act of nurturing, we become more like the Bright Mother, learning unconditional giving. Sun and Taurus, Moon and Libra, both Venus ruled. Today is a Freya's day, Venus ruled day. You catching the drift. So when the Bright Mother is present in a reading, it's a time of fertility, creativity, and nurturing ourselves or others. Consider what you have. Acknowledge the people and things in your life. 10 of Cups. Good, bad, and indifferent. This consideration is not to judge, approve, or reject, but merely to recognize what is present in your life. These are your present fulfillments, the things you have created for yourself, drawing upon the unity and the singers, or not, as the case may be. Once you have looked clearly at what is present in your life, you may want to ask yourself what you want to change. Ace of Swords, right? Where are we seeing the new and necessary cuts and the new perspectives within all the blessings and all the bounteousness and the cornucopia overflowing? Everything is awesome, right? It's great. It's like there's nothing out of place. Everything in its right place, right? But we have to have this sword, the Adventure Time sword of adventure, to cut away our ignorance, like in a Buddhist sense, to step into the power of that gratitude in order to receive the blessings more fully. That's just kind of the message. If you've enjoyed this, hopefully you have, tag somebody, right? Spread the good word. If you liked it, somebody else I'm sure will like it. Give them the gift of that. Leave a tip if you want. Holler for a reading. $150 for 3 hours of astrology. $50 for tarot and oracle cards, but if it's your birthday, it's half off of those. And if you refer someone to me, you get half off on cards. So there's deals everywhere. Enjoy your Freya's Day. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast. We have 309 episodes. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.